Antonio starts right now.
And a good morning to you. It is Wednesday. It is September 29th, and our team coverage continues all morning long. We've been tracking showers and storms. We had one round move through in the early morning hours, and then this batch really arrived right about the time the morning commute was just getting going.
And as we see those storms coming, we're also seeing a lot of outages throughout the city. So here's a look at the CPS map. We look at 291 active outages right now, and there's a total of 7,443 customers affected. I know when we started this morning, there was only about 3,000 customers affected, so this has gone up.
Yes, considerably over double what we had earlier. We'll continue to monitor this for us, but right now outside with live cam, showers and storms have started to move out of the area, but it still looks rather ominous right now, Justin.
It does. What a shot that is as we look towards downtown. But yes, the rain is moving out, so the threat of heavy rain is moving away from San Antonio, at least right now. Still some showers and storms east of town. We're going to get a break today. The sun should pop out. We'll see some warmer temperatures. Let's first look at the radar, though, and show you exactly where the rain is. You can see the line, or at least kind of broken line or cluster of storms moving east of San Antonio at this point. We're still detecting some lightning strikes. We'll zoom in a little bit closer here. If you're watching us from Lavernia, Stockdale over towards Gonzales, still some rain coming down. You're still going to see some heavy rain and still going to see some lightning strikes with this. But San Antonio is in the clear at this point. Further east, places like Howattsville, you're still going to be in for rain for another couple of hours before this complex moves through. And then down to the south, some pretty good heavy rain just southeast of Pleasanton. This will work its way towards Karnes City and Kennedy. Also another cluster down there around Beeville. It was a busy night for sure. We did pick up some really good rainfall here in San Antonio. Over 2 inches at the airport, some places up to 4 inches. And you look at the temperatures, it feels nice in the 60s, 66 degrees right now here in San Antonio, 70 down there at Stinson. We think rain chances basically go away through about noontime. They may pick back up a little bit this afternoon, but only a 20% chance. Temperatures top out at 89. We've got some more chances for rain down the line. In fact, we could be looking at some more heavy rain by the end of the week. We'll jump into that forecast here in just a few minutes, but it has been an awful morning commute. Let's check in with Steven now for the latest.
Yeah, thanks, Justin. All that early morning rain left behind a number of problems. We're taking a look right now at 35 at New Laredo Highway. You can see from just this shot at TransGuide, I was talking to our friends over there. Unfortunately, this camera can't move around too much, but we can tell that there is obviously traffic at a standstill there, and that is because the highway is closed after an 18-wheeler rolled over probably about half an hour ago. But you can see right now some flashing lights out in the distance indicating that we do have first responders that are there on the scene. But you can imagine it's going to be a nightmare for anybody traveling through that area, especially within the next few minutes. So make sure you're planning accordingly. There are a number of crashes right now. That highway is closed there off of I-35 southbound at Casson Road. Taking a quick jump here while we got time. I-35 northbound of Burbank, a crash reported there. Further up here, Loop 410 westbound at Babcock, a crash reported there, almost like a ping pong machine here. Loop 410 eastbound at Broadway, a multitude of crashes. And when we take a look at our road weather map, obviously an indication that the roads are still wet, even seeing some ponding out there. So make sure you are driving accordingly. Make sure that you're also giving yourself plenty of time. We're going to continue to watch this. So stay with us here at KSAT on air and online for the very latest. Mark, Stephanie.
Stephen, thank you very much for the update. Well, folks, rain or shine, it is National Coffee Day, so we thought we'd celebrate by visiting a local coffee shop.
David Sears and RJ Marcus are live from Rosella Coffee downtown. Guys, what are you guys making?
Well, we're going to make some coffee, and I think today is a perfect day to be celebrating National Coffee Day because everybody's frustrated from having to sit in that traffic this morning, get your kids off to school, it's raining and junk. So, you know, they're all sitting down going, God, I got to have another cup of coffee. Yeah. So here we are to celebrate National Coffee Day.
Yeah, in fact, I still have not had a cup of coffee, so I'm still trying to wake up a little bit here. Yes. Interesting. 6 out of 10 Americans drink coffee every day. And of course, here at Rosella's, they serve up all sorts of great stuff, beer, wine. But we're going to be talking about coffee today. David is gonna take the role of barista here. Yeah, Chris
is the main guy. He's going to teach me how to make a pumpkin spice latte.
You hear that,
with some
Katie?
ice in it, right?
An iced pumpkin spice latte, yes, sir.
Iced pumpkin spice latte. I admit, most people know I don't drink coffee.
Okay.
So this could be an experience with me making it. So, all right, let's get busy.
All right, let's get to work here.
Yeah. Coffee, right? Is that what we're going to start with?
So we're going to start. We're going to grab our portafilter.
Okay.
All right.
Do I get to do that?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and take this towel. Go ahead and dry it off on the inside.
Oh, I got to dry it off?
Yes, sir. Then you're going to put it right here. Hold on to it. Press that button.
Push that button?
And that's going to give you 20 grams of espresso. So you're grinding it on the fly, fresh every time. All right.
So now...
Be careful, don't spill it. Bring it right over here.
Be careful, don't spill it.
All right. You're going to have to set it
It's a good rule of thumb. Don't spill it.
Kind of like right there.
Okay, just like
I'm
that?
doing, right?
Okay.
You want to tap it down a little bit? All right.
Tap.
And get this distribution tool. Put it right on top.
And distribute it?
Distribute the coffee grounds. Yes, sir. Spin it around a little bit. There you go.
Oh, look how nice and flat.
You're going to want to tap that a little bit more. All right, take your distribute again. Yeah, there you go.
I hope y'all aren't in a dire need for a cup of coffee. This may take a minute.
Spin it around a few times. Then you're going to get your tamper. You're going to put it right on there.
And tap it?
Just like me, you're going to tamp it like a doorknob. Hold it like a doorknob and just push down with your arm. And try not to push down with your wrist because you're going to hurt your wrist.
Okay, well, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh, look
right.
at that. Look at that.
That looks pretty good. Not going to lie. That looks really good.
That's what we're going to do.
All right, so you're going to, there's 2 grooves in there, so you're going to set it in there and then lock it in. Perfect. There you go.
Is it locked in?
It's locked in. So you're going to get this little cup right here. You're going to turn that on. Just hit that button. So now we're going to wait
Do I have to hold the button?
No, you're good. It's going for it.
Oh, look, there it goes. So what do I do in the meantime?
In the meantime, we have a cup right over here. All right.
Oh, you already got the glass?
We're making the pumpkin spice.
Yeah, okay.
So our pumpkin spice, we get our syrup over here.
Oh, you're making the pumpkin. Okay, this is interesting.
So you're going to get a pump of that.
How much you want in there, RJ? A lot? You hadn't had your coffee?
Yeah, give me a couple of pumps there. That'd be good.
Pump?
Yeah, so you're good. You kind of
Go ahead.
There's coffee today. There we go.
All right, and then we're going to get a little half pump of the vanilla.
Okay, half pump.
A little extra flavor. There you go. And then on top of that,
Eat your heart out, Katie Blake.
Oh, we got to put some cinnamon in there?
yeah, so we're going to sprinkle some cinnamon there. And then we're going to go ahead and stop this.
Stop that.
Because we got our 2 ounces of espresso.
Oh, this is the shot right here?
That's your shot.
Oh, so this is it right there.
Sorry, excuse me. All right, so now you're going to want to take that and swirl it around.
Swirl it?
Yeah, just swirl it, mix all the flavors in. Then I'm going to come right behind you and get some milk.
Okay.
Now that's some skill
All right,
right
just to let you guys know, we are making a pumpkin spice latte. It's looking pretty good.
Looking pretty good?
Yeah. It smells really good, too.
Now, this is the part where you may get your shirt dirty.
Okay, we don't want to do that.
Don't want to do that. So just take your milk and go ahead and pour it in there.
Okay, what's going to happen when I pour it in there?
Well, try not to splash.
It's like a science
lab we got going in here. How
Now,
much?
you're going to want to pour it in until you're about
Say when.
right here. So I'll say when right now. A little more.
A little more?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's his first cup for the day, so, you know.
All right, you're good.
He's get juiced up.
So now we're going to come over here and put some ice in there.
Okay.
All right. A lot goes into this. This is a process right here.
It's amazing.
So you take your scoop of ice, fill it to the top. And this is where you'll splash too, so be careful.
Don't want to splash.
All right, there you go. You're a barista now.
Did you hear that, David?
I'm a
You're a
barista
barista now. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to try this out.
Set
Yeah.
it down right here.
Put the lid on it?
Put the lid on there. Now this is the part.
Not bad, David. Not bad. I got to say.
Oh, we got to swirl it some
Mix
more?
it all together.
I'll mix it all together.
Yeah, you want that flavor to be mixed because, that's the way it tastes the best.
This is like an art right here.
It is, yeah.
You got to be really, really good at this.
It is. That's why you gotta. That's why I tip these
You got a
guys.
straw?
Tip them well when you guys go out to your local coffee shops.
By the way,
local
I
businesses,
expect
tip them
a tip
well.
from you
Oh
when
wait,
you
okay.
do
Well, I don't know about it, but I tip you.
Oh,
He did kind of direct you the entire time.
Oh, put it in like that?
Right in there.
So you don't touch the...
So you don't touch the tip of it?
All right.
There you go. That's
Here you go,
right.
sir.
Okay.
Check that out. Here, I'll hold. Here, Chris, hold that.
All right.
Let's see what we got here.
Talk to
Again, not a big. I'm just generally not a big pumpkin spice fan, but let's try
ahead.
it out. It's pretty good, David.
It's
Pretty
good?
good. It's a nice mix of a little sweet and also got that coffee flavor to it. It's really good, man. Yeah, you did a great job teaching
Thank you.
this guy.
There's enough in there.
you
You
know
can
what
just
it
run back to the station now. You'll be there in a flash.
Okay, so I think we're good to go here, David. Yeah, National Coffee Day today.
As long as
here.
you're good.
Yeah, and definitely, and go and support your local coffee shops. They're always doing great work out here, including Rosella's right here in downtown San Antonio. David, any
I
final
got my
words?
tip.
You know what? I don't carry cash, man.
He's
I'm
asking for gratuity. RJ,
And I don't take credit cards.
Do you take
can you hear me?
Cash App or Venmo?
would you drink it again, RJ?
I can hear you, Mark. Yeah. Yes, I would. It's pretty good.
Oh,
yeah.
good. Well, great
The dead
job.
giveaway was when you went.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, RJ, David
Yes.
over at Rosella
Yeah,
downtown.
Katie Blake, eat your heart out here.
Thank you, guys. Happy National Coffee
Thanks,
Day, everybody.
guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Let's go ahead and look at today's 9 at 9.
At 12:01 Friday morning, the federal government is set to run out of money, risking a shutdown. Senate leaders rejected a Democratic funding bill that suspends the debt limit. Overnight, Democrats revised the bill to not include that, so a vote could happen as soon as today.
President Biden canceled his trip to Chicago today, instead staying in Washington to rally support for two major bills, the $3.5 trillion budget reconciliation plan and a bipartisan infrastructure deal. Biden was scheduled to visit Chicago to talk about COVID-19 vaccine requirements.
Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis is suing President Biden regarding immigration. DeSantis says the federal government has been, quote unquote, farming out people to Florida from the border without telling the state how many are coming or giving any information, including their COVID status or possible criminal record.
The House Armed Services Committee is getting its turn to grill top U.S. military leaders about the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. Yesterday, military officials told senators they wanted to keep some troops in the country, but the White House says no military advisor recommended a long-term troop presence in the country.
At least 30 inmates were killed in an Ecuadorian prison overnight after fights broke out between gang members. Nearly 50 others were hurt. Officials say firearms and grenades were used. So far this year, more than 140 deaths have been reported in Ecuador's prisons.
Gabby Petito's parents spoke to the media yesterday for the first time since her body was found in Wyoming. Their lawyer urged Gabby's boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, to surrender. Laundrie's parents released a statement saying they don't know where he is and that speculation they helped him hide is just wrong.
Big news from Pfizer. They say their vaccine is safe and effective in children ages 5 to 11. The company has submitted supporting data to the FDA for review. If given the green light, officials say shots could roll out before Thanksgiving.
Retail sales of new cars expected to fall about 25% when September's numbers come in. That data is from consultants J.D. Power and LMC Automotive. They say supply chain issues for everything from computer chips to glass continue to squeeze inventories of new cars and sales.
After an 8-year hiatus, Skittles is bringing back their lime flavor. Lime was the original green Skittle until it was replaced with green apple in 2013. Lime-flavored Skittles return next month, and that's today's 9 at 9. Big news.
With the Skittles?
Yeah, now we can all rest easy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
As you were, America. 9:10, about 68 degrees, still ahead on GMSA at 9.
That bill won't make it to my desk. End quote. That's what Governor Greg Abbott says about a revised abortion bill. Details on what the revisions are later.
And also coming up, a carjacking in Houston turns deadly. Details on what police say happened, and that's coming up in your morning headlines.
And welcome back. It's about 9:14. September is Deaf Awareness Month, a time to educate others about the language, culture, and diversity of the deaf. And it's not just about sign language or hearing loss. It's about learning or being aware of deaf culture and identity.
Alicia Berrera visited an advocate for the deaf community, Faye Rutkin, from the Aid the Silent. She has more on the significance of this month.
Accent for hearing people, the sign is this. This is accent for deaf people.
Faye Rutkin is a proud deaf woman.
I grew up in the hearing world, meaning I had hearing loss. It is a disability in that context.
But it wasn't always easy growing up in what she describes as two different worlds, deaf culture versus the hearing world.
Growing up, you don't see other people with hearing loss. I think I knew maybe 2 kids with hearing loss growing up.
Which is why she's made it her life's mission to create spaces for the deaf and hard of hearing community, making September, Deaf Awareness Month, even more special because it's a time to celebrate deaf culture.
That deaf community has its own cultures and norms. Many people think it's just translation of English words. The sign language and the things, behaviors behind the culture, it really is its own. There's nothing like it in the whole world. The only language that's expressive and visual.
This month, big wins like an ASL Bible are celebrated and shared.
The ASL Bible was just completed. They've been working on it since the 80s. It's all video through like a website, and now it's an app. But just last year in 2020, they finally finished the whole Bible in sign language.
And in true Texas fashion, this year's celebration is even bigger, with Governor Greg Abbott signing an official proclamation.
This week was proclaimed for Deaf Awareness Week. And it's important because we need the state of Texas to understand it's a huge population of deaf people here. There's 76,000 people with hearing loss in just our city of San Antonio.
And whether one knows how to sign or not, Emma Faye says there is something every person is capable of doing to communicate with a deaf or hard of hearing.
To be kind, to take the time to write it down back and forth, step away and lower your mask for a moment to discuss.
So, American Sign Language, if you don't know, it's not a universal language, but if you do know the basics, it can be so helpful anywhere you go. And actually, Emma taught me some sign language that I'd like to share with you, Mark and Steph.
Okay, we're ready.
So let's start with San Antonio. Okay. So you're with your right hand or your dominant hand. Okay. You're going to make kind of like a square, and then you're going to put it to your side, kind of like if it was a mustache. So San Antonio.
Okay.
My favorite was Spurs, right? Because San Antonio loves the Spurs.
We do love our
Spurs. So you're going to do the I love you sign.
Okay.
And then when you say Spurs, like if it was a spur on
Ting.
the boot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then I had another one. I think I might be wrong, but Fiesta. I think it's like the cups, and then you just go Fiesta, Viva Fiesta.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Very local.
Yes. I asked her to teach me some Texas, San Antonio-based sign language.
Can I ask you a question about your story? Who is the black lab in the?
Oh, that is her faithful companion. Yeah, Hank, the hearing dog.
Oh.
So anytime Hank hears Emma Faye, he'll alert Emma that someone is calling her name. That way, you know, she's not grabbed on the shoulder or jolted like that. So he's her faithful companion that helps her anywhere she goes.
Oh, what a gorgeous dog. I want to have that Labrador with the big blocky head. You know?
He's so well behaved. He's an amazing dog, and he's great with children too.
Awesome. Thanks for the,
guys.
The tips.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Alicia.
Well, we've had weather behind us here on the Octomon all morning long, and it remains our big story here on GMSA at 9.
Let's go ahead and check in with Justin. He's been tracking this all day. Got pretty busy earlier.
It was very busy overnight, guys. We had a lot of showers and storms. We got some good rain out of it, so there is that. Thankfully, there wasn't a whole lot of severe weather. We did have some reports of some hail around Helotes last night, and then some gusty winds with this, but mostly it was heavy rain and a little bit of flooding. Here's the live radar right now. We see the cluster of showers and storms just push east of San Antonio, affecting places like Floresville, down towards Bevo, and now Cuero. Still some pretty good looking storms just north of Bevo with some lightning strikes there. And still detecting some lightning strikes south of Seguin, just north of Stockdale, but the rain for the most part moving out of Lavernia, starting to move out of Floresville as well. If you're watching us from Gonzales, Shiner over to Hallettsville, you still have some rain in your forecast for the next couple of hours as this little complex continues to move east. And then to the south, there's that pretty good looking storm there around Bevo, likely producing some pretty heavy rain. There could be some street flooding there as this moves towards Goliad and probably sinks south towards Victoria over the next couple of hours. Want to show you a picture here on our KSAT Connect. We got so many good pictures. We love it as always. This is out of New Braunfels. Good rain for the yard. Sure is. That's over 2 inches there in New Braunfels, and that certainly jives with what we're seeing as far as the observed rainfall totals officially at the airport there in New Braunfels. 2.68. Seguin was the big winner, 4 inches. And 2.09 in Gonzales, still some rain falling there, so we'll get to add to that. At the airport here in San Antonio, 2.23, Kerrville, 1.5. These are great numbers. We'll zoom in a little bit closer here. Spring Branch, 4.59. That's where there were flash flood warnings last night with some heavy rain that fell there in Comal County. 1.20 in Lytle, 1.13 in Castroville. So an average 1 to 3 inches for most of us with the rain last night. There's the scene outside. Things are trying to clear out a little bit. 66 at the airport, 70 Stinson, 68 Kelly, 66 at Randolph, and generally pretty light winds. 60s and 70s to start. So we're going to have to kind of a cool start, some rain, cool air. We should see some sun this afternoon, and that will boost temperatures, although with the wet ground, I don't know that temperatures get all that hot. We're thinking upper 80s for highs. 66 right now in Fredericksburg, 68 in Creosote Springs. Forecast, we'll call for 89 here in San Antonio this afternoon. 20% chance of rain. I think that's probably it this afternoon, but there are more chances down the line. Here's what it looks like. That system moves east. This is 5 o'clock today. Doesn't show much out there. Maybe a storm out west that could cross into Texas out of Mexico. As we get into tomorrow, pretty quiet to start, but by the afternoon, notice that we start to see showers and storms developing again. This is around 5 o'clock tomorrow And it's storms that develop off to our north and west that may eventually work into our area Thursday night into Friday, which I think is another window where we could get some pretty heavy rain. 30% chance Thursday, but Thursday night, 70% Friday, even into Saturday, a 60% chance of rain. And then rain chances finally taper off by Sunday. As far as additional rainfall goes, we could see an additional 3 to 5 inches across places in the hill country through Monday morning. That's where we start to become a little concerned about some flash flooding on top of what we've already seen. We'll, of course, keep you posted. The extended forecast, 89 today, 89 Thursday. We will watch a few of those storms tonight to see if they cross into Texas. Otherwise, our next best chance of rain Thursday night into Friday. Another chance there Saturday. And by Sunday, things are winding down. Weak front tries to work through Sunday into Monday. Doesn't do a lot for temperatures, but does dry us out a little bit Monday into Tuesday, guys.
A lot of rain.
Yes.
Thank you, Justin.
Right now it's exactly 9:22, about 68 degrees.
And still ahead on GMSA at 9, an unexpected reunion makes a little boy's day. His reaction might just make your day too. That story after the break.
And welcome back to GMSA at 9, and welcome back to Rosella over here on Avenue B. It is a coffee and wine bar. Today we're celebrating National Coffee Day. And coming up in a few minutes, we're going to talk to one of the owners about the significance of this day for those who drink coffee and maybe even for those who do not drink coffee. But in the meantime, we're going to get you caught up with some headlines, and we are going to start just down I-10 in Houston this morning. You are looking at a car crash that actually turned deadly. Houston police tell us a suspect stole a cell phone from an auto parts store. He ran across the street, carjacked a woman. She was trying to get out while he was driving, but she had her seatbelt on. The suspect ended up dragging her along. He crashed into about 6 or 7 vehicles before crashing to a stop. The suspect was able to run off. The woman died. Elkin Rodriguez owns the tire shop where the chase ended. His cameras caught that final crash.
When I seen the smoke, I realized there was a car accident. I hear people screaming.
Even though the suspect ran off, police were able to find him and arrest him. If you have ordered something online recently and haven't received what you ordered, look out over the ocean there. It might be on one of those ships. You're looking at almost 70 cargo ships and counting backed up from Long Beach, California to Laguna. Port leaders are calling on the federal government to help to deal with the shipping problem they are having on land.
It's getting worse every day.
I've been trucking 31 years or something, 31 years.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, this is a phenomenon, for real. This is bad.
Over the last 10 years, the federal government and Congress has outinvested West Coast ports at a rate 11-1. That's got to change. And with an infrastructure bill pending vote in Congress this week, we need all eyes on Los Angeles. This is what 10 years of underinvestment looks like, and we need to move forward.
Yeah, truck drivers are actually caught right in the middle of this mess, and they agree that the feds need to step in. They blame outdated infrastructure, importers with nowhere to store the containers, and dock help not keeping up with that demand. And Mark and Steph, we always like to leave you with a smile on your face or maybe a happy tear in your eye. This morning, I think they call it cry smiling, a little bit of both. There's an 11-year-old named Owen. He hadn't seen his friend for years because of the pandemic mostly, but they moved away, and so his mom arranged for his friend to surprise him. Here it is.
Oh. What are you doing here? I don't know. What am I doing here? You just made my day. I've had the worst day ever. I know.
So that's pretty good timing. What'd you say? The kid's having his worst day ever, and his best friend shows up. That's Owen and his best friend Stevie. Owen moved from Chicago to Missouri 3 years ago, and the pandemic also kept the boys apart. Owen's mom, Amanda, said it was her son's birthday wish to surprise her friend Stevie there in Chicago. So pretty nice reunion.
You got us, David.
Guys.
You got us.
Are you smiling?
Almost just crying, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Just crying.
I'm glad his day got better.
All right.
Yeah.
Then that's why we're here. to give you a little something to think about as your day goes on.
Thank you,
while you're
David.
enjoying your National Coffee Day coffee.
Yes.
Happy National Coffee Day. David Sears live from Rosella here in the downtown area. Thank you, David.
Thank you. And there's a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Indeed, if you're looking for a job here in the Alamo City, we have details that might help you out.
And we'll also have the latest on an abortion bill coming up on our next half hour.
Welcome back, 9:32. We continue to watch radar here. Justin's update in just a bit, but first, the city of San Antonio just passed a record $3.1 billion budget, and a big part of that is the future of infrastructure for our city.
And Max Massey joins us live from City Council chambers. Good morning, Max.
Good morning, guys. We're here for twofold reason. One, we're avoiding all the weather. Two, because this is where they adopted the budget. Part of that $3.1 billion, more than $13 million of it, going to the new Department of Transportation, joined by the Director of the Department of Transportation. So, what does the future of transportation here in the Alamo City look like?
Good morning, Max. Thank you so much for having us. The future looks very bright. We are so focused on safety. We're focused on improving the accessibility and mobility options for San Antonians. I think what this budget did for the city and for the residents was it was adopted in the spirit of giving people options. And so the department is going to be doing a lot of things to support that vision, the vision of the mayor, the vision of the executive leadership and the council here in the city, and that is to give people safe mobility options. One of the key things we're going to be doing this year is our Vision Zero mid-block crossings. We've had pedestrian and bicycle fatalities almost every month since I've moved here. And we know the data from the severe pedestrian injury and severe bicycle injury reports. We have to do better, and Vision Zero is going to help us get there. So these 28 mid-block crossings are going to provide so many communities with safe and accessible crosswalks along those corridors that are state roads and local roads where it's historically unsafe. And Vision Zero is just part of that process. Also looking at our bicycle master plan update, it hasn't been updated in 10 years, and a few things have changed in 10 years. We have micro mobility, we have scooters, we have so many different options, but one of the key goals of this department is to integrate bicycle infrastructure and multimodal options as a part of the network of travel options here in the city. So the bicycle master plan update is going to include an extensive public engagement component. We're going to talk to people. We're going to find out, when was the last time you rode a bike, Max? I think most people look at cities as places to live and age in place. But a part of the reality is many people need bikes to get to work. So we're going to integrate the Howard Peak Trail into our bicycle master plan. And that's important because a number of people don't have cars, don't ride the bus, and can't afford to. So improving options with bicycles is #1 on our list.
All right, Tamika, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Just putting a bow on it, making San Antonio a safer place to walk and bike around.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much. If you guys have any questions, we have the answers. Just head to KSAT.com. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Max. And Governor Greg Abbott says a revised abortion bill will not make it to his desk.
That's right. This is a brand new story on our website at KSAT.com. For more, we turn to KSAT digital journalist Ferris Sabawi. Ferris, are you there? There he is.
Yes. Hey, how are you guys? It's always good to join y'all.
Good morning, Ferris. First off, San Antonio Rep. Lyle Larson is behind these revisions. Why did he introduce this bill?
Yeah, it's interesting to know, Representative Larson did vote for the bill in the form that it passed, the form that it is in law right now. But he told the Texas Tribune that he heard from a lot of people, not just Democrats and independents, but also, he said, from Republican pro-life women who were concerned that there was no exception for victims of rape or incest in this abortion law. So Representative Larson did introduce this bill in this current third special session and wrote a letter to Abbott as well, pleading with the governor to add it to the special session agenda and allow lawmakers to perhaps debate this and even pass it into law.
And how did Governor Abbott respond when he was asked about the bill?
Yeah, Stephanie, he was asked about this on Sunday on Fox News with Chris Wallace. And Chris Wallace asked him point blank, would you support this bill if it came to your desk? And Abbott said that first of all, there's no way the bill is going to get to his desk because he's not going to add it on to the special session agenda. But second of all, he said the goal of the legislation was to protect every single child, whether they are a product of rape or incest or not. And, this is a view that was backed by several of the conservative organizations who push for this law, like Texans Right for Life and other groups like that. So it doesn't seem that he's showing much of a willingness to really consider this exception.
All right, Ferris, you just touched on it, and I want to circle back to it real quick here. So is the governor right? There's zero chance this makes it to his desk?
Well, yeah, Mark, I mean, it's near zero, if not exactly zero. The governor does need to give it his blessing first in order to allow lawmakers to discuss the bill during the special session and pass it. I think the other thing to note here, too, is that Larson's bill is met with some skepticism from Democrats as well, who are wondering, even if there's an exception for rape or incest, what would that entail? Would that entail, the suspect having to be convicted of this crime? Because that doesn't always happen. Rapes are not often reported. And so there's a lot of other logistical questions onto how this would work. It does seem that it's not going to pass, but Lyle Larson has kind of been an outlying Republican on his own. It'll be really interesting to see how the party, how he gets along with the party as these issues progress.
All right, Ferris Savawi, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks so much.
More on KSAT.com.
And a major hiring event going on right now, an in-person job fair hosted by Workforce Solutions here in San Antonio. Over 50 different companies are involved in this job fair, and that's everything from Amazon to University Health. Even the U.S. Border Patrol are looking for extra hands.
Job fair started in this newscast at 9 o'clock, but don't worry, you still have time to get dressed and get your resume together. The job fair ends at 2 this afternoon. Details on your screen. It's at NBC Suites, Brook City Base on the southeast side. That's at 7610 South New Braunfels Avenue. And good luck. Well, we've already been talking about it's National Coffee Day. Let's check back in with David Sears really quick, who's over at Rosella Coffee downtown.
Yeah, we're with Charles Gonzalez, one of the owners here. And first of all, why is there a National Coffee Day when coffee is probably the most popular drink in the entire world? Why do they need their own day?
I think it's a question you don't ask. I just think if every day, yeah, I agree. Every day to me would be National Coffee Day, but it's it's an opportunity for us to celebrate this amazing drink. And, if we get our own day, even better. And of course, right now we've got the fall special going on and the pumpkin spice, which I would say definitely competes with some of the best out there. But yeah, I don't question those things. I'm just glad that we actually get recognized finally.
There's no such thing as just black coffee anymore. It's expanded in so many different ways and so many different avenues. Talk a little bit about the businesses down here as this pandemic, the numbers seem to be going down. Do you see things start to change, people starting to come back?
Yeah, no, definitely. We were closed for almost a year and then reopened kind of at summer, which is obviously not, hot coffee weather, but we've seen a slow stream of customers starting to come back. I think it's just going to be a little bit of a matter of time. It's kind of when we first opened, people kind of found out about us. Now people are kind of like relearning that we're reopening. But as you kind of mentioned earlier, just seeing around us all these apartment complexes, we have just a nice captive audience. So it's just, I think, a matter of time before people start coming in here and we're getting back to where we were a couple of years ago.
Well, thank you for letting us come celebrate National Coffee Day with you today. It was a pleasure. And we got to make some coffee, and that was always fun.
You made one, so, and if this doesn't work out, I always work here.
Okay, yeah, well, see how that goes. That may not last long. I didn't get tipped by RJ, so it must not have been that great. In fact, you guys, thanks.
That's awesome. You did good. I think RJ liked the drink, and good to see you, David, and of course, good to see you, Charles, as well.
Yeah, Charles Gonzalez, former KSAT team member here. All right, thank you guys over there at Rosella. David's done.
Let's look outside with live cam. We're at 68 degrees, a little cool out there. Nice to see them, right, Justin?
Yes, indeed. As we look towards downtown, beautiful shot there, and we're starting to see the clouds move out. The sun is starting to pop out. We're going to be done with the rain for a while, minus a couple of stray storms today. Really, I don't think picks back up until we get into Thursday night and into Friday. Let's look at the radar right now. You see where the activity is. We've got some pretty decent rain still going on down there around Beeville, stretching east of Forestville up towards Gonzales. And zooming in a little bit closer here, nice little clusters stretching from Poth Falls City up towards the Shiner area. and that'll continue to push east and southeast. The biggest cluster of storms we have is stretching from Beeville over to Goliad, and this will work its way towards Refugio next couple of hours. Also seeing some rain around Three Rivers and George West. But here in San Antonio, the rain has ended. I want to show you another picture. This is out of Bernie, or at least I think central Kendall County, so probably north of Bernie here, but 4.25 inches. Cherry Terrific reporting that with our rain gauge there. Yeah, that's quite a bit of rain. We did see some totals close to 4, maybe a little bit above that around the area. Pollen count, moles are high. No surprise there. Rain kicked that up. Fall elm is moderate. Ragweed is low. And one quick look at the forecast. We'll see partly cloudy skies today. Can't rule out an isolated shower storm this afternoon. We're up around 89 for a high, guys.
Thank you, Justin. Quick update, folks. If you're headed down 35 southwest of downtown, it is still a parking lot due to a big rig rollover. TransGuide showing us right now those clearing skies, a little bit of sun, but you see that line of traffic, particularly just a bumper crop of big rigs out there lined up trying to get out of the San Antonio area. Again, southbound 35 in the vicinity of New Laredo Highway.
Oh my goodness. Time now 9:43 and you're watching GMSA at 9.
It's a first of its kind here in San Antonio. Next to look inside the In the Eye of the Beholder art gallery.
This Hispanic Heritage Moment is brought to you by Taco Cabana.
On November 2nd, the traditional Mexican holiday, Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, is celebrated and has now grown in popularity across the United States. Dia de los Muertos is not to be confused with Halloween or All Saints' Day. It is the day that many believe the border between the spirit and the living worlds dissolve, and families welcome back the souls of their deceased relatives. The tradition is said to be a combination of Mesoamerican, European religion, and Spanish culture. On Dia de los Muertos, families visit the grave sites of their loved ones or create altars called ofrendas, where they offer food, drink, and other offerings to help their loved ones' souls on their journey to their final resting places. Today, the tradition has become very popular due to its rise in pop culture and being recognized by UNESCO. In 2016, Mexico City held its first ever Dia de los Muertos parade, with cities in the United States doing the same the following year. While the celebration of the holiday continues to evolve, the core traditions have remained the same for thousands of years by portraying death in a positive way and part of the human experience.
Welcome back. Just about 9:48. A new gallery that some people say is both right on time and long overdue has opened its doors here in San Antonio. In the Eye of the Beholder Art Gallery and Studio features the work of African-American artists, and it opened this month and may be the first of its kind in the city. The owner says she wanted to give creatives a place to display their work, and she says this type of art traditionally has been excluded from local galleries and museums.
Every time I met an artist, I said, if people just had their eyes on your art, if the right folks could see what you're doing.
The gallery is located in a storefront on North New Braunfels, right outside the Fort Sam Houston gate. It is free and open to the public Tuesdays through Saturdays. For more information and to hear more from the artist, check out our story on KSAT.com. And looking outside right now, it looks like the rain stopped for a little bit, at least in our area. And you mentioned we would see some sun today.
Sun's out. It is out now here in San Antonio, and that'll continue to occur as this area of showers and storms moves east. So everybody will be in the sun by the afternoon. But this rain's going to hang on a couple more hours for our eastern counties, places like Gonzales, Cuero, Kennedy, down towards Victoria. We'll zoom in a little bit closer here where some of that heavier rain is. And this is starting to shrink a little bit, so that tells me it's weakening some. But Stockdale, over towards south of Gonzales, and again, this is working its way towards Cuero, Shiner, Howitzville. You'll also have some rain here next couple of hours. And then Kennedy, the heaviest of the rain has moved out there, but Beeville, you're really getting some heavy rain at this hour, and that stretches up towards Goliad, and this is working down towards Refugio. Three Rivers, George West, also getting in on some rain. But the rest of the viewing area now clearing out, and that includes here in San Antonio. I want to show you a picture here on our KSAT Connect. This was out near Government Canyon, so the Helotes area. That's where we did get some reports of hail yesterday. That's sizable, perhaps up to quarter size, but that storm pulsed and it did put down a little bit of hail. Otherwise, it was gusty winds and heavy rain that were the main threats. And speaking of the rain, we always want to look at the aquifer and where some of that rain fell. Obviously, we want to get everybody in on some of this rain, but if it falls strategically here on that recharge zone, we'll typically see the aquifer jump up, and it looks like we did get some decent rainfall there. I checked in on the aquifer a little bit earlier. It's down, or up, I should say up, about 0.6 of a foot to 657.3. So that is an improvement. I would imagine this number is going to keep going up throughout the course of today and probably over the next couple of days. Yeah, the sun's out. That's the scene at the airport now, and temperatures are at 66 degrees. Says cloudy, but it's partly cloudy now. Southeasterly winds at 6 miles per hour. And we're getting up to kind of a cool start because of the rain, cool air. We will see those temperatures jump into the 80s a little bit later today, and you can see that cloud deck moving away. There's still a few clouds back out to the west, so it'll be, again, partly cloudy throughout the afternoon. 70 Cotulla, 70 Carrizo Springs, 77 in Del Rio. And the forecast calls for a high around 89. We will put in a 20% chance of rain this afternoon. It's low-end chances, but I can't rule it out of a storm popping up. So here's what the forecast looks like. This is 5 o'clock. Doesn't show much out there. Maybe a couple storms out west that could cross over into Texas tonight. We'll keep an eye on that, but I don't think there's going to be a whole lot from that. As we get into tomorrow, same story, 5 o'clock, isolated showers and storms we'll be watching out west. But by the time we get into Thursday night, into Friday, the rain chances increase. We see another system or a cluster of storms perhaps working towards San Antonio. So here's what the rain chances look like. 20% chance today, tonight, 30% chance tomorrow, and then a 70% chance Thursday night into Friday. And even on Saturday, a 60% chance. So there will be more chances for rain, and we could see some heavy rain in spots. Additional rainfall up to 3 to 5 inches, which that does raise some concerns about flooding, especially in areas that have already seen some rain, the good heavy rain from last night. Here's the extended forecast. We'll go 89 tomorrow, 82 Friday with that good chance of rain, 83 Saturday, 60% chance, and the rain chances taper off Sunday, and we clear out some early next week. We'll be right back.
Good morning.
Hey, guys.
Coming up on Live, Chandra Wilson from Grey's Anatomy.
Plus, Max performs and Health Check Week continues. See you on Live.
And a quick check back at the roads with TransGuide, looking again at I-35. They're still a mess because of that overturned truck.
Yeah, southbound 35, and again, looks like the main lanes are backed up and the frontage road is even worse right now. Northbound, no problem whatsoever. Looks like we've got a stalled vehicle or two there at 410 and Starcrest. Justin?
And you'll notice the roads are already dry at this point. The sun is out. We still do have some showers and storms east of San Antonio. Those will last another couple of hours, but otherwise I think things will be fairly quiet today. Can't rule out a few isolated storms later this afternoon and this evening, but we do have better chances of rain coming up, especially Thursday night into Friday. So there'll be some more chances for rain in, potentially a little bit of flooding, even some rain chances there on Saturday.
Oh, it's going to be so hot. It's going to be like a swamp later on today, isn't it?
No. Could be, yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
we look forward to more rain then.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Have a great day.